Have you ever wondered how those masterpieces from centuries ago are still on display, looking as vibrant as the day they were painted? The answer lies in meticulous restoration techniques. And do you know how these restorations are done today? Well, I assure you that the techniques used today are a little different from a few years ago. Stick around until the end and be surprised to discover what has already been used as a restoration material. Restoring old paintings is a complex and delicate process that requires specific skills and a thorough understanding of the original techniques and materials used. Let's break this process down into a few main stages. Before any intervention, restorers carry out a thorough analysis of the work. This can include the use of advanced technologies such as X-rays, infrared, and ultraviolet light to study the inner layers of the painting and identify previous repairs, damage, and the composition of the materials. Over the years, paintwork accumulates dirt, dust, and residues of old varnishes. Cleaning is one of the most critical and controversial stages, as it involves removing these layers without damaging the original paintwork. Special solvents and gentle techniques are used to ensure that the work is cleaned safely. This stage involves stabilizing the paintwork to prevent future degradation. Cracks in the paint layer are filled, and the adhesion of the paint to the support is strengthened. In some cases, if the canvas or panel is damaged, it is also repaired. Here, restorers fill in the areas where the original paint has been lost. They use special paints that are reversible, meaning they can be removed in the future without damaging the original work. The color match must be perfect so that the retouching is invisible to the naked eye. Finally, a new varnish is applied to protect the restored painting. The varnish not only protects against future damage, but can also improve the painting's appearance by enhancing colors and contrast. One of the most recent and ambitious restoration projects was Operation Night Watch at the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. This Rembrandt masterpiece underwent a detailed analysis and restoration that was broadcast live on the internet. Using advanced technologies, including high-resolution scanning and artificial intelligence, the restorers managed to preserve the integrity and beauty of this iconic painting. In the early 2010s, this incomplete and complex painting by Leonardo underwent a significant restoration at the Uffizi Museum in Florence. The work was covered in layers of dirt and old varnishes that obscured the details. The restoration revealed colors and details that had not been seen for centuries, restoring vitality to the work. This painting suffered significant damage due to a vandal attack in the 1960s. It recently underwent an extensive restoration process at the Kelvingrove Art Gallery and Museum in Glasgow. Using modern techniques, the restorers were able to repair the damage and restore the work to its original state. Art restoration is not without its challenges and controversies. Each intervention is a critical decision, and restorers often face ethical dilemmas about how far they should go to restore a work. A controversial example is the restoration of the Sistine Chapel ceiling, where the vibrant colors revealed after cleaning were both praised and criticized. The main concern is always to preserve the integrity of the original work while restoring its appearance. Therefore, the end result may not always be good. Whether due to a lack of technique, experience, the wrong materials, or a lack of more detailed study of the work, some grotesque mistakes happen and the restoration ends up becoming a problem or a joke. But unfortunately, not all restorations are done well, and sometimes things can go wrong. Let's start with one of the best-known and most talked-about cases of recent years, the Ecce Homo in Borja, Spain. This painting of Jesus Christ, originally created by Elias Garcia Martinez at the beginning of the 20th century, became world-famous after a disastrous restoration attempt in 2012. Cecilia Jimenez, an elderly local woman, tried to restore the work, but the result was an unrecognizable figure that was nicknamed the Blurred Christ. The image quickly went viral on the internet, generating memes and debates about amateur restoration. Although initially criticized, the restoration ended up attracting thousands of tourists to the small town of Borja. Another case that gained notoriety was the restoration of the statue of St. George in the Church of San Miguel in Estella, Spain. In 2018, an attempt to repaint the medieval statue resulted in a finish so crude and childish that the statue looked more like a toy than a historical work of art. The restoration was widely ridiculed on social media, and experts criticized the lack of qualified professionals involved in the process. Eventually, a new restoration was needed to correct the damage caused. Another controversial case occurred in the Church of Santa Agueda in El Ranuduaro, Spain, where a painting of Saint and the Virgin was restored by an amateur art teacher. The end result was widely criticized for transforming the original painting into something that looked like something out of a child's drawing. This incident once again underlined the need for proper procedures and qualified restorers. These examples show that art restoration is a task that requires not only technical skills, but also a deep historical and artistic understanding. Improper intervention can cause irreversible damage, turning masterpieces into targets of derision. These cases also highlight the importance of rigorous policies and the training of qualified professionals to ensure that our artistic heritage is preserved with the respect and skill it deserves. The future of art restoration is being shaped by continuous technological advances. More precise diagnostic tools, new conservation materials, and innovative methods are expanding what is possible in the preservation of works of art. The use of artificial intelligence and 3D printing, for example, is beginning to offer new ways of approaching the restoration and reproduction of lost parts of paintings. The integration of science and art continues to evolve, ensuring that the masterpieces of the past can be enjoyed by future generations. Today's restorers are not just artists and technicians, but also scientists and researchers who work tirelessly to preserve humanity's cultural legacy. Before we conclude, here are some interesting facts about the world of art restoration. Did you know that Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper has undergone more than 20 restorations over the centuries? The use of human saliva was a cleaning technique employed by ancient restorers due to the enzymes that helped remove dirt without damaging the painting. Rabbit glue was often used to prepare canvases, a method that is still debated by modern restorers. Art restoration is a fascinating and crucial field that ensures we can continue to admire and learn from the masterpieces of the past. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of restoring old paintings. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, comment, and subscribe for more great content about the world of art. See you next time.